Yeah, so
roll my window down.
they stopped the ground. Yeah,
So yeah. Well, yeah, I have no doubt that it's because I came in here, because that same exact thing's been happening to me.
Right.
You said now you had 2 cars come on both sides of you after that, or
yes, correct. I was on the expressway, and I was going to Splish Splash, and 2 sheriffs. They weren't Suffolk police; they were sheriffs' cars.
They love to use sheriffs because I haven't clued them in on stuff. I've been trying to educate Suffolk County, but I haven't gotten to the sheriff's yet.
Well, you know what? It makes sense what Steve Levy did. He took the Suffolk police off Sunrise Highway and the expressway for a couple of reasons. They want, I feel, I mean, what else would it make sense for? They want to flood the communities with police officers. And they put the sheriffs on the highways for whatever reason.
Yeah,
Steve Levy thinks that he was locking or being told to or whatever, but, you know, symbolizing their police force. And as the economy goes down, crime's going to go up. And they know this, and that's how they're reacting.
So what happened to you? You said you had 2 sheriffs?
Oh, so I was going down the expressway. I wasn't even driving. My friend was driving my car. And
the one that works here, or the other? Or?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
And he pulled. One sheriff came out of nowhere. We were in the middle lane, and pulled on the side of the car. Went behind it again, and then pulled on my side. And I rolled down the window. And then another car, another cruiser at the same time, a black sheriff's car, pulled up on the other side. So like, okay. So just looked at him. I went like that to him, and then they left. So that's all.
So you had 2 of them pretty much sandwich you, or do some sort of
technique.
You feel it was to intimidate you?
Possibly.
I have. Well, you know, when I first. This started happening to me 2 or 3 years ago out in Colorado. I didn't know what the hell. I mean, I've never been arrested. I've never had any problems with the law. And having cops follow you around, and then they use fire people because they can tap right into their system and send them down any road, and they don't even know they're being used to harass people. They're just going to where they're told to go. I had 4 sheriffs follow. Well, 2 that turned around. I was going to Riverhead the other day. Yesterday, I had two of them that did a U-turn, sat right in the median, and one that ran right past me, and one that went. You could tell they were just like coming out of the woodwork. Within a 4-minute period, I think I counted 4 sheriff's cop cars going everywhere, stopping, but they specifically stopped right in the median and watched me go by. You know, they never pull me over. It's just to harass you. This is what they're doing in this country. This is exactly what they're doing, and the fact that you offered to help me, that's what brought them out, because they don't do that to everybody. Because I've talked about this to other people, but the fact that you offered to help me, that was it. They were going to just scare you away is pretty much what they were trying to do. That's my opinion. From what I've been.
No, I agree with that opinion. You know, I don't want to. At the same time, I don't want to be, you know, get paranoid about it and feel like they're doing this on purpose.
They are. Well,
politically, I know it's the truth. I just know.
And the fact that they did that today, I was at Jenny Field's office today, and they're so freaking arrogant. They didn't care if even the councilwoman saw it. They brought a Suffolk County cop. Stood there watching me. It was a woman, 508, 508, and then an MTA cop drove right by. And I call them RoboCops because I think they can almost like draw them in to where they want them, and they're there. They just appear, and you know it's scary. They just like come out of the woodwork. And I told you about this one. It was not a Suffolk County. It was a what they have the community place here. What are they called? They're little community cops. They do write summons and stuff for. You see, they're a different type of police. They're usually just local police. They're not sheriffs. They're not Suffolk, but they're called. Do you know what I'm talking about? They're community police.
They're like those patchwork police. They like just do the
town, but they're safety. There you go.
Public safety.
Yeah, but they're still cops.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I go to the King Colin's. That's where I go. It's my store. And I left the store and I come out and there's one sitting there waiting for me right there right next to King Colin, and I knew the deal. I know. So what I try to do is I try to educate them. So I was just going to go home, but I would turn around and I went back. I parked there and I pulled pulled out this information that I gave you about Colin Powell and what they're doing to people in this country. And I told him, they're using you guys. They could tap right in your system, send you down any street, you don't even, you don't know why you're doing it. You're just going. And in reality, you're harassing people. And his exact word to me, I told him about the CIA's doing this. He says, his exact words were, "It's fucking unbelievable." Those were his exact words. A cop admitted it to me. It's fucking unbelievable what the CIA is doing in this country. So I've had Buffalo cops tell me that it's...
And nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to, because they know it's scary.
It's the elephant in the room that nobody will talk about. Buffalo cop told me right to my face. I went to a festival. I have skinheads follow me all... That's another thing they did, sending skinheads after me. I had skinheads with sidearms following, just to harass me, intimidate me. And they were doing that up at a festival, and they're following me everywhere. And cops, I started seeing cops come out of the woodwork and pointing towards me because I was taking pictures of these skinheads, and I could see them talking about me. And so I went up and talked to one, and I told him what was going on, and I told him they tried to recruit me. The CIA tried to recruit me, and he says he couldn't believe it that they tried to recruit me. He says, "Well, they can do anything." That's exactly what he told me. They could do it.
When did they try to recruit you?
And there's no way in hell they should have that kind of power, was his other words. And I totally agree. But they're still trying to recruit me. This is one of the things they do. People they can't recruit, they try to wear you down, break you down. This is one of their tactics. Because first of all, I helped get O'Barack, a black guy, in here. I'm sure that would put me way on the high list for helping them get shit done. This is how they operate. They're a bunch of fucking political psychopaths. That's the only word I can describe. They use power and accumulate things of power and wealth,
and they want to stay in power.
Exactly, that can hold them in power and keep them in power. Things that work against them that they can't get. They work against.
Did you ever hear the cocaine industry and how our government literally uses tractor trailers to just without even being checked take the cocaine and they grow it and everything? And the same people that help grow are the same ones that own some of the prison systems that they put the people in jail for minor.
The whole thing's so corrupt, and that's why they have to have these bastards spying and listening on everybody so they can keep it all working right and don't let the shit be exposed, because then it would kill their money flow, would kill I mean, I walked into Jenny Fields and there was a big poster about drugs. I almost wanted to laugh. I said, if you want to control drugs, fucking put the CIA out of business. They're the ones that they bring it in holds, cargo holds on ships.
That's what Ron Paul was saying. We need to abolish the CIA. And
ship captains can't even inspect the holds of their cargo ships because it's restricted. They're bringing it in on Navy ships. I mean, when I started hearing about this, our government bringing in drugs and killing our kids and destroying our city, I almost fucking died. I couldn't believe it. I said, this is America. But that's just led me down this whole street of
and that's your conscience, you know.
Understanding what's going on in our government. And so I guess that's my quest now, and that's why they're after me. so I'm recording it. I thank you for your help. What's your name again?
Dan.
Dan. All right. Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome.
But yeah, up until I came in here about a month ago and I told you what was going on, you had no problems with the police really, other than when you were a kid.
You know what's funny? I don't know. I think I've been being watched to a degree. Like I said, I'm a libertarian.
Well, see, you may have already been on their radar screen a little bit.
But now they're getting really concerned that I'm really feeling I need to do something about it.
But when we start to hook up. Whoa, watch out. They don't want that. They don't want people hooking up. They don't want people hooking up about this stuff at all.
They're already pissed at talking about it to everybody.
They don't want it to being exposed in the political arena. That's why they were all over me at Jenny Fields' office. Anybody who can expose what they're doing, they try to stop it. And if people can start to get together and expose it, that's. But I have no doubt they're listening to us. I know for a fact they're listening. They listen and they watch everything. They do for me. I'm being surveilled 7/24. In my bedroom, everywhere. They tap into my emails, send me perverted fucking emails. You have no idea. I'm writing a book about it. These people are sick sons of bitches. They do. If I told you half the stuff, you really wouldn't believe me. Just talked to a shopkeep owner. Told him, asked him I was looking for a job. I told him I sold my shop and got involved in politics, and he says, Well, that'll ruin your life. Little does he know how correct of a statement he was making.